But staying in India, months after Supreme Court mandated stray dogs be removed from all public institutions, it has said it could hold local authorities responsible for dog bite injuries or fatalities.
Yeah, animal lovers and activists argue now that stray dogs are being unfairly vilified. Neha Poonia filed this report for CNA from New Delhi.
India's streets are typically home to three familiar sights: traffic, food stalls and community dogs.
You'll be hard-pressed to walk on a busy Indian road and not come across a dog or two. These are usually dogs that are looked after by members of a local community and hence called community dogs. But the death of a young girl in Delhi last year, reportedly after a stray dog attack, has now sparked a debate nationwide.
The case prompted the Supreme Court to intervene and direct all stray dogs be removed from Delhi's streets. The order led to protests and petitions. It was then modified. The court subsequently said all public institutions across the country should be cleared of stray canines and those animals be taken to shelters. Hariram Prajapati lives in Mumbai and is one among many Indians who have welcomed this directive. He says his 5-year-old daughter suffered a dog bite last year.
दुकान के सामने नीचे बैठी थी और एक डॉगी भी पास में बैठा था, तो वो वहाँ से जैसे उठी और वो दौड़ के काट लिया। तो इसे रोड पे कोई बाइक चला रहा है और दौड़ के काट लेते हैं, कोई गाड़ी से जा रहा है, कोई आदमी जा रहा है उसको दौड़ा देते हैं। तो बीएमसी को ये चीज़ ध्यान देना चाहिए कि ऐसे कुत्तों को बंदिश में करके पकड़ के लेके जाना चाहिए।
Health Ministry data shows India recorded 3.7 million dog bite cases in 2024. That's a jump of 70% in 2 years. But critics are quick to point out that this data doesn't tell us how many of these incidents involved stray dogs.
Dogs are now a casualty.
Animal rights activist Ambika Shukla says the court's directive has led to rising cruelty against community dogs. Municipal shelters where the court wants the animals housed permanently also don't exist and will take months to build. Even then, she says, it's not a viable solution.
Why are shelters a fail? Because they work against a dog's nature. You cannot herd multiple dogs, unknown dogs all together. They will fight, they will injure each other, they will kill each other, they will die of disease and injury. Those areas will become hotspots of disease. There will be outbreaks.
Some experts argue that the existing animal birth control rules work well if implemented efficiently.
It's a policy that mandates catching, sterilizing, vaccinating and then releasing stray dogs to the very same localities that they were picked up from. Now, animal rights advocates say that if vaccinated and sterilized dogs are permanently removed from a locality, that's when unknown stray dogs can move in, and that's when higher instances of human-dog conflict can arise.
Dr. Vikram Niratle heads a local municipality's veterinary department in Mumbai. The responsibility of implementing the Supreme Court's order falls on officials like him.
उस शेल्टर बनने के बाद लोग अपॉइंटमेंट करने पड़ेंगे, डॉक्टर अपॉइंटमेंट करने पड़ेंगे, मेडिसिन का स्टॉक मंगाना पड़ेगा और फीडिंग का उनको खाना देना है और वहीं पे रखने। इसके लिए ये सब प्रोसीजर करनी है हमें।
The veterinarian says whatever the court ultimately decides, he hopes it shouldn't have to be a choice between treating animals humanely and keeping humans safe. For CNA, I'm Neha Poonia in New Delhi.
Well, the scale of this problem is pretty staggering because India's stray dog population is estimated at 15 and 60 million nationwide, with more than 1 million in Delhi alone. And that matters because this isn't just a public safety concern anymore. It's also a public health issue because India is accounting for around 36% of global rabies deaths, with children and the elderly most at risk.
Yeah. By the way, it's not just about public safety or animal rights. The debate has also gone wider. India's top court arguing and flagging that the potential impact on tourism, Julie, and the country's global image, especially in places like Delhi, where, of course, it's a tourist magnet, right? Millions of people visit each year. I have to be honest, I'm one of those people who actually does a bit of research before I go anywhere to see whether a city or a neighborhood that I plan to stay in is overrun by stray dogs. And that is a huge, consideration for me. Do you do that, really?
That never really occurred to me, but it's clearly a big and complex issue, and we certainly hope that the authorities could come up with a long-term and well-funded solution for this.